Okay, so the left-hand one was basically one of your first swings we looked at the start of the session. Yeah. As we said there, creating what I call that kind of like capital Y setup, clubs basically in the middle of your body there. That means your left hand was going to be a little weaker, and you had that sort of like long thumb grip look, okay, where you're in a position where you can't really hinge your wrist as well. This left thumb now looks quite sort of pronounced and almost getting to the bottom of your right sort of index finger there, so straining on that wrist makes it very hard, and the fact we can see the top of the grip there just underneath that blue dot means your left hand is in a sort of weaker position, going to make it very difficult for you to hinge the wrist, hit down the golf ball, like to cause top shots, slice shots, etc, etc. Okay, as a result of that swing when you went back, okay, top of the back was pretty good in fairness, but then the head down mentality that unfortunately golfers get told very first lesson when they go to the keep looking at the ball, keep your head down, and we'll watch it go for you. Okay, as you swung through there wasn't really much shift or movement in the top half moving through, which it kind of has to, because you're swinging a golf club at 70 mile an hour, your body has to rotate. But what happens, this bit rotates because your arms are attached to it, this goes a little bit less, this goes a bit less, and this goes nothing. So you finish very much kind of this way, and think of that from more of like a skeletal structure point of view. You've got your shoulders fully rotated to 90 degrees, your hips are probably about 45 degrees, your knees haven't moved, your ankles there, so it's all a bit kind of like contorted and twisted, which is why unfortunately a lot of golfers when they first start who play on this sort of keep your head down, keep things tense and stiff, they get lower back problems, they get ankle problems, they get elbow problems, they're locking their arm out, rather than okay, let's just let yourself move and just flow, and it shouldn't be that difficult necessarily for your body to move to swing a golf club reasonably effectively if you've played other sports, like you say, with rugby. So in terms of the sequence now, you can see when you put your arm on the club there now, he's more in line there with the club shaft, and the right arm now, and they're getting more of that lowercase y. So it's building that from a sort of feet together position. I'll get these lines out of the way. Now in terms of the grip, the left hand grip's better, the right hand grip gets a bit underneath. Now you watch what you do, there's a bit of movement there with your right thumb, so check around there. The fact you could do that though, so that grip's probably too high up here, because the fact you've got this finger sticking out fully to get more down in the sort of the bottom. But imagine you sort of holding, I don't know, a carry bag, you sort of hold it in the sort of base of your fingers, hold it this way. We want your hand to be in that same position. You wouldn't turn your hand under and grip it here, so your hand's that way. It's going to put a lot of strain on your wrist there. So getting that grip a bit more in the fingers. What a lot of people do, and you'll see here now, is your right thumb in an attempt to try to what we call weaken the grip off. So this would be weak, that would be strong. It's just terminology, okay? Don't worry in terms of why, but when we say, oh, you want to get your thumb over, we're going to drop the grip down more in the finger so this thumb sits over the top. What you did, if we look at that right thumb now, it just moves itself. In a second, that's a mistake. Where's it gone? I missed it. Moves around somewhere. I saw it. Honest. There you go. There. So you just move your thumb over there, thinking that, but your right arm and thumb aren't actually moving at all. That's not weakening your grip, that's just moving your thumb to a less supported position. So if your thumb just goes over there, you've got a bit of a gap here. When you get to the top of the backswing now, that's now not going to be supported, so you lose control. So it's getting your right hand in a better position to ensure that you've got your club in the correct position. But otherwise, from a face-on position, we said the feet were too far in this direction, okay? You just then moved them back, so the ball now was in a better spot there, okay? But at least that's set up there now. We're getting a bit more towards that lowercase y with the lead arm forward. The handle is a little bit leaning, as we said, towards your left leg. Now, in terms of the swing, it's just about completing that movement. So this right knee and right foot and right hip and so on are going to start moving. The shift that we showed you there, twisting up around onto that left foot, like you would do if you were sort of just skimming a pebble, I guess throwing a rugby ball. There'd be some twist and shift there. You wouldn't sort of just stand there and sort of throw it up in the air, you see. So the body kind of wants to go that way. And you can see from here now when we do that, again, same good backswing. Now from here, we'll see this hip starts moving a bit more towards target there. So a bit of shift there towards that left side. Could it go more? Yeah, but at the moment the fact it's going somewhere means it's an improvement, okay? And you come back into impact here now, your right knee starting to kick in a little bit, and then through to target there. Now that's a very different finish position to that, yeah? Now if we look at that from a sort of, again, a structural point of view, your shoulders are fully rotated, your hips are now fully rotated, the knees are coming together, and that foot's there. There's no strain now on the back or the lower half in that position, okay? So when you finish the swing there now, that's much more relaxed and stress-free on the joints, and you can swing that golf club like that. And again, you've got their momentum will often carry around the corner anywhere, so you're able to get there. It's not as if it's a stretch, but it's going to be a lot more safer, healthier swing. So if you can learn that movement there, so doing that movement, you said, obviously when just brushing your teeth, get that lower half shift in this way, so the right foot rolls in and rolls up, you end up with that lower half position rather than that lower half position, which is going to really, really restrict how much you can shift and move in the golf swing. So you can get that right hand finish position, you've got a good chance of at least A, having a healthier swing, B, putting more energy in terms of the back of the golf ball, and a much more efficient shot, gaining you yardage without trying to hit it harder. So we're definitely not keeping our head down, we're definitely not keeping our arms straight, we're definitely trying to get underneath the golf ball. We're trying to shift and move our body in such a way that will enable us to finish like that. And I think from a practice perspective, what I suggest is get the T-peg there on both sides of the club head and just make swings there so you become more aware of where the club is relative to you. Does that make sense? So I think, to be fair, for a first session to start with, pretty good, decent finish position. There's a lot of good things in there. It's just a question of getting that dialed in. I would say at the moment that's a conscious competent. You can do it, but you've got to think about it. So that needs to be your sole focus and work on that. Nothing else in the swing is to worry about. So if he goes a bit left, a bit right, don't worry about it. We're just looking for a good strike in the ground, all up in the air.
Brilliant.
Okay. Right, let's have a couple more then, buddy, and we'll see how they go from there. Okay.